Superfund site? Is it like already a thing, or am I thinking of a place that would be super fun?
Yes.
Superfund.
Yes, I know what a Superfund site is. The government is supposed to clean up Superfund sites, but they don't really do it that way. I think we're actually on a Superfund site, and our drinking water is really horrible. I heard that.
Wow.
Something about chromium-3 or something like that.
This is all news to me.
Tasty.
No.
Not too well informed about it, but I have wondered where it goes. I assume it is, that it's handled by the government and it's done, but you never know.
Specifically, to answer it, no. I haven't.
I mean, I wonder like if it goes to like one of like a cleaning plant. Like I heard some places are trying to take like all that product and make it into water.
Goes into the ocean?
Are you okay with that?
As long as it's been treated.
Okay.
What else are they gonna do with it? It's kind of the same as cow poop, right? I don't think so. Why not? Because cows just eat grass. We eat like processed food and meat.
I think they try to recycle the sewage. Well, it depends on the sewage. They try to separate it out, and then they reuse it as fertilizer and stuff like that.
So I've also like dug my hands into, at 5 years old, in corn and played with corn that was like blue and pink and like thought it was awesome until my granddad says, "Don't touch that, god damn it, boy." He's like, "Do you know that could kill you?" And literally that's the thing, is that this corn that you're planning to grow and feed people is at once so toxic and poisonous in concentrated fertilizer form that it's horrible. You can't even touch it.
And they use it as they use it for fertilizer, and farmers use it and stuff like that.
Down to the sewer.
Sewage all over the James River and causes problems for all the people that like to go swimming and enjoy the river.
So good.
So yeah, it's an issue.
Agricultural, I would guess.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say companies like industrial.
Okay.
I would guess agricultural.
So you.
Industrial.
I'm pretty much into that now, yeah.
Yes, nuclear power, we often get confused with nuclear power, thinking of the hazards in case there's a nuclear spill, but it's a much cleaner fuel to use as opposed to fossil fuels.
How about they just don't create it?
Okay, so would you be against using nuclear power in general?
Well, if it creates waste that we don't know what to do with, then
okay.
Probably.
I think that it might be a good alternative in the future.
No.
Politics. I hate politics.
As somebody who's got an imagination, I would say like sends it off into space.
I don't know enough about that.
I'm scared of it. We're making it so it's environmentally, okay and this and that. You don't know 50 years from now. You don't, some of the landfills that they've had from years before that are now exuding the fumes.
I don't really know.
Not an engineer. The only thing that seems practical is sending it into the sun.
Yes.
No.
Not like really in the way you want me to say. I've read about it in poetry and I've definitely experienced it in sort of, kind of, but I know what it is.
Okay.
Vaguely.
That's like the nuclear waste, where they're trying to store a bunch of nuclear waste and they've like overstored. I understand why they want to store it there because it's kind of out of the way and they say that's not filled, but like they have filled it beyond its limit at this point. No.
Yucca Mountain is somehow connected to Joshua trees, which is an environmental issue interesting because they're at once really old and sacred, and they're actually biblical by nature.
It was a planned site for nuclear waste. There's been a lot of problems with it. So actually I think now they're throwing it out. So that's why we haven't built a nuclear power plant in over 30 years.
What?
Yucca Mountain?
And no.
Is a point and spot where all these kind of sacred things are located.
Yeah. No, because just in case something goes wrong and there's like a spill or.
would like to say yes, but maybe no when it actually came around to the fact.
I'd rather live next to a nuclear power plant than a coal power generating plant.
I think so because I do back home. I'm from Davidson, North Carolina, which is pretty close to a reactor called the Duke something, I think, yeah. And I think that we used to get pills too that we were supposed to take. If like something happened, we would take them and then go to some location.
Well, we always have that not in my backyard theory, so I would say not in my backyard.
I believe like global warming is happening, but I'm not sure. I don't think all cars. I think it's some other stuff too. I think changing cars like to less like oil and more like, you know, environmental stuff, it'll help the climate change.
I'm not really buying into the whole thing as it is.
We shouldn't be only concerned with climate change here in the United States, but what all is happening overseas in the other countries.
Absolutely. Absolutely for your generation and the generation after, because something's going to happen.
I think it should be included in maybe like biology in high school. I think that'd be a good thing.
My personal opinion, I'm reluctant to add too many requirements.
I think so. At least one class.
Yeah.
Or at least a summer reading book.
Yeah, why not?
We have an environment club.
Environment club?
Yeah.
Cool. I have a science teacher, and he says to like save electricity for our homework.
I'm going to sign up, man. Am I too old?
I definitely think that would be beneficial. I feel like yeah, actually. I can't, yeah. Yes.
Take every single person that comes to this school. Don't put them in a class about environmental education. Don't require that they read a book about it, because we spend so much of our time reading books about things. Nature isn't about books. No, take these people on an individual basis, literally as individuals, drop them in the depths of the most lonely desert with nothing except maybe, if you're going to be nice about it, a journal, a pen, a bottle of water. Take their cell phone, please. First, take their cell phone. And then, you know, pick them up in 15 hours and ask them what they think about their relationship with the environment. That's environmental education.